Welcome to Austin, Texas. I'm standing right now in front of the very, very cute and quirky and personality-filled Airbnb I'm staying in, which I will give you a full tour of in a moment. This is the next leg of my journey. It's the final leg of this particular trip. And I decided to spend a couple of nights. First, I needed a night off to just kind of decompress after filming for 6 days straight and doing lots of things. And this was a perfect place to do that. And I decompressed nicely. But I wanted to have one full day in Austin. And I booked a couple of tours that would take you along with me, of course. Before we do that though, I want to show you around this really amazing Airbnb. It's a family home, you can tell. These people travel a lot, so they offer their home as Airbnb when they are not in town, and it's lovely. So let's take a look inside. There she is. Look at this cute house. So sweet. I love the, there's a lot of quirky little details. I love the garden. It's beautiful. Little pathway. Let's go all the way around. Hello, bird. Oh, it does. It goes all the way around. Huh. Treasures. Treasures you find. Is that a boat? I'm not sure what that is. They have like a tiny house in the backyard. That's not part of the stay, so I can't show you that. But we will go inside here. Okay, let's go in. How cute. Tell me this isn't so cute. Okay, just have to bump up the white balance a little bit because it's a little dark in here, but it is just so cozy. I want to call it cozy quirky. I really love it. I think it's sweet. And it's ample space for me, obviously, but I think it's going to be a really nice retreat for me while I'm here in Austin. I love that I picked it mainly because of its location. It's so close to, I can walk to the places that I really want to go to. So that's one of the main reasons I picked it, but it's also just perfect. It's cozy and has everything I want or need. So we'll take a look around. So we obviously just walked into the front door. So here's the main living space, kind of family room area. You got a TV and all that jazz. They do have internet and all of that. And then you have the kitchen here. It's kind of like, what do we call this? A galley kitchen when it's just on one side? I don't know. It's a kitchen, and it has a nice center island there. Stove, oven, fridge, dishwasher, sink. What else do you need? But again, it's just, I don't know. Everything is, all the details of it give it a lot of character. I feel like it has quite a bit of character. And then you have your eating space over here. So a nice table to sit at. Look at all the pots and pans on the end of the island. We'll go outside last, I think. I'm going to take you back around here. They have a couple of lofted spaces. So there's this ladder. That's the word I was looking for. That gets you up to, it looks like, I think I see a Millennium Falcon Lego set up there, if I am not mistaken. But I could be mistaken. Anybody? Zoom isn't going to do it justice, but there's some books up there. It looks like there's some crawl space. So probably not anything I need to go poking around in. But here's the bedroom where I will be sleeping. Just lots of books everywhere too, which I love. Gives a nice vibe to it as well. There's this little pink guitar. See all the books up there? Knickknacks and things on the shelves. Really neat. And then we go back out here. Actually, I didn't even look. Is this like a pantry situation? Oh, yes, this would be a pantry situation. We don't need to dig around in there. But here is the bathroom. It does have a tub. You guys know I'm partial to a tub. I love that, I really like staying in a variety of places. And this just feels very, very appropriate for my first Austin stay. So it actually has, this is a futon, obviously, that folds out into a full bed there. And then it actually has a couple of lofted beds and a lot of children's books. So I wonder if the owners once had little kids, because they seem like maybe they're not so little anymore, because the books are kind of like my age books, I feel like. So I don't know, but really sweet. You could have, they're kind of short mattresses, but you could have two little ones staying with you here. And if my little ones were here, they would love sleeping up there, I think. And then we will go outside because this looks really nice and probably how I'm going to spend much of my afternoon sitting out here. So it's a beautiful day. I guess does Austin not get severe weather? Is it pretty, I didn't just lock myself out. Okay, good. Is it pretty, doesn't rain a lot? Because I can't imagine having a full leather chair outside, even in a covered porch where I live, because the rain would come in sideways. But you can see the backyard a little bit better with the little tiny house over there. And actually, the washer dryer is outside too, which I can never, I live in a place that has winter, so that would never work. But I will definitely be taking full advantage of that because I desperately need to do laundry. Just like a really sweet space. And all these little lights turn on. I just think it's going to be really, really cozy. Look at these little treasures in the corner cabinet here. This is just what I mean. This place has a lot of character. And there's little things everywhere I look that I'm just like, this is somebody's actual home, not just like a made for Airbnb. Nothing wrong with the made for Airbnb things. I like that vibe too. It's just nice to experience variety, like I said. As we all know, variety is the spice of life. But I'm really looking forward to my stay here. What do you think? Pretty cute, right? Anyway, now it's actually almost midday. I've had a very nice morning. I slept in. I did my yoga and all my things that I like to do in the morning. And then I took a run down to a local park. So just a very easy, quick run. Just a couple miles, really. But that was really, really nice. And I took just some little clips. It's like a little city park. But real close to here. I believe it was called Boggs Creek. Or Creek, I don't know. And it just was a really nice morning run. And then on my way back, I stopped at this little food truck park that I saw on the way out. And I got an amazing coffee from a place there that gets 5 stars on Google. Which I agree. It was a 5-star coffee. It was lovely. I don't know what I ordered, but it's really, really good. I just asked them for what they thought was the best thing for somebody who likes milky coffee, and this is what I got. It's delightful. This is the only place I've ever seen on Google, a coffee place anywhere in my travels that has 5 stars, I think. It's usually like 4.8, 4.9, 5 stars. And it's such a fun place too, it's like a little food truck park. So cute. Hello. Did you get locked out? Did you get locked out? Oh dear. Aw, that's a sad duck. It's my first cactus sighting. Look at that. And yeah, it's my first cactus. I don't know, I'm excited about that. Now I'm all cleaned up and ready to adventure out for the day. So we're gonna go head over to our first tour. I have a little time, so I'm gonna walk around a little. But I'll talk more about it when we get there. I'm doing a Pedicab food tour. Pedicab? I don't know. It's a pedestrian bike. No. I'll show you when we're there. I have no idea how to describe it, but here we go. So I'm walking down 6th Street, which is like a 10-minute walk from the neighborhood I'm staying in. And it's a little out of the way of where I'm going, but I have a little extra time. I just kind of want to walk around a bit more in this area. Ooh, that crow got very feisty with that pigeon. Anyway, something I'm noticing, lots of bars. Like a lot of bars, lots of places to eat, a lot of shops, like, to buy stuff. But just observations, another observation, there's these rentable scooters everywhere. They're like in front of every place. I've yet to see one person riding on one of these, but I've seen them all over all day on my run and everything. Nobody's riding them. Nobody's riding them. And a lot of them are just kind of like haphazardly around. I've never ridden one of these. I guess you can just leave it places. I don't know. Anyway, this is what the street looks like that I'm walking down. Like I said, mostly bars and some newer looking dwellings. But there's a city you can see in the distance there, like the downtown part with the buildings. Another thing I've noticed is there's like a lot of construction and a lot of new looking places. So there's a lot going on, a lot of changes. My Airbnb host said the same. There's just a lot shifting right now in Austin. Come to think of it, I think I remember reading an article like last year? Sometime in the last year or so, about how a lot of Californians are moving to Texas. Is this the thing? That might explain all the construction a bit, but interesting. I think I found it. Look at this mural. This is cool. Well, that was super fun. I'm so glad I signed up for that. The Pedicab crew was great. It's basically it's a women-owned and mostly women-run business. Really fascinating to hear about their story a bit more. And the other people I was with, it was like a group of 7. It was like a company that does AI for marketing, and a mostly remote company, and they're just starting to come together to do like team building stuff in person. So that was really fun to get to like hang out with them and learn more about what they do. And they were from all over. They're not just from Austin, like a couple people from Austin and California, Utah, Colorado, Ohio, Massachusetts. So it was a fun group and really yummy food, and it was a really fun way to see the city on the bike, the Pedicabs. But yeah, it was really fun. And now I'm in desperate need of a restroom, so I'm going to Target to use the bathroom. But then I have a few hours till my next thing. I do need to head back to get my sandals before the thing I'm doing next, which is a kayaking tour to see bats. Yes, you heard that right. But I have a few hours, so I just kind of want to mill around and kind of experience the city a bit. Well, I was trying to walk back to where the last place was, the ice cream shop we went was, because it looked like there were lots of... It just looked like an interesting place to walk down the street. I don't think I've gotten there. I don't know, I'm going to walk for another 15-20 minutes, and if this isn't it, I'm just going to get an Uber to get back, because I'm pretty far. It'll be like a couple hours probably to walk back to my Airbnb, maybe not that long, but at least an hour. I want to drive to the thing tonight, but yeah, it's just nice to walk around and get kind of a sense of the area too. But it's definitely heated up a lot today. And this is certainly a city, it's just very different. It's interesting, the cities I've been to on this trip, all very different. It's just, I like just walking around and just kind of taking it in too. Sometimes that's really nice. way to get a sense of a place. I did find it. Just had to keep going. Almost got run over, but it's, you know, sorry. So this is Congress Avenue. That's it. And I'll turn you around and show you what I'm looking at. Well, this isn't that interesting because these are chains, but I do love my parachute bedding. So, can't say bad things about that, but it's just this kind of big avenue to walk down, see some shops, kind of get a sense of this area, I guess. Just spend a little time walking around, and then I'm gonna, like I said, catch an Uber back. But it's fun to see different parts of town. Okay, I came back. I have approximately 5 minutes, but I wanted to, I know that it's kayaking. They say you're gonna get a little wet. Yeah, so I want to change into my sandals, which are in the car, and I want to bring a different layer with me because it's evening and it might get cooler. Also just to tie around my waist to maybe not get so wet in the caboose. But I thought, you know, I was just thinking, we're flying under a big bridge with a lot of bats. Maybe I'll put my hair up and put on a hat. Do you see where my thinking was with that? Also, I mainly came back to get my car, but I will show you, I did pop into one shop. I mean, most of the shops on Congress that I passed, for the part that I walked, I didn't walk the whole street, were like very schmancy chain stores. So I didn't feel like I needed to go in there, but I did want to at least get a sticker. So I did find this sticker, which I'm loving. Apparently, "Stay Weird" is the slogan, I think, of Austin. You please feel free to correct me. And then I also bought these sweet little earrings. They're little sparkly moon earrings. I really like those. So, I think that's the only thing that's not a sticker that I've bought on this entire trip so far. So, okay, got myself a little souvenir there. And they're by Amanda Deer Jewelry. I have no idea if she's local or not, but that store seemed to sell a lot of local artists. Anyway, I'm just charging my phone, and like I said, I wanted to pick up my car because I just wanted to, at night in the dark, leaving from a boat launch, I just want to drive myself back to the Airbnb. It's pretty close. It's like a 10-minute drive. And I could walk, but again, I just think it's a better idea for me to drive at this point in the evening in a city I'm not altogether familiar with. But it has been such a full and great day. I don't know how much it's like hard for me to film on these tours because I've said this before, I don't want to like infringe upon the tour guide or anything, but I do like to give a sense of my experience. So I know I showed you all the food and everything was so tasty. I am so satisfied. And I can't even tell you what my favorite part was. Oh, and if you're wondering, Amy's, which I guess is a local chain too, but it's a local entrepreneur, another female-owned business, they do have dairy-free ice cream if you're interested in that sort of thing. But I think my favorite thing I had was probably the sausage from the barbecue place. I thought it would be the brisket, but because I love brisket, I really do. But it was the sausage. The sausage won the day, for me at least. And that taco was really good too. But yeah, it's been a really fun day, and I'm glad I hoofed it. I mean, I didn't really like see that much, I guess, in terms of like seeing things, but it was nice to just kind of take in the city in that way. So I'm glad I had that nice walk, and now I'm tired. I think I put in like almost 9 miles today, and that feels like enough. Like I said, I only ran for a few miles this morning. I gotta go. I'm gonna let my phone charge for 2 more minutes. Go to the bathroom, get my bug spray on, put on my sandals, and I will film what I can. I don't know if I'll film any of it. The guide says they take pictures and send them to you, so if I have any of those, I will share them in the video, but if not, then not. But yeah, I'm excited and a little nervous. I don't know, kayaking at night with the bats. I don't have like a thing against bats. I'm just like, it's a new thing, right? But let's go do it. that where you're staying?
No, it's not that one. It's that one.
Oh, it's more downtown though. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Find anything good today? No? Okay, bye. So wait for the bats. You're not coming out. There. Seen a few scout bats. That's it. There's so many. Look at the city in the background. Oh my goodness. And you can see them all coming out from the crevices. So these are all pregnant mamas. They migrate here from, I can't remember what part of Mexico he said, but and this bridge is like the perfect little bat habitat for them. And they gestate here, and then they have their babies in the summer, and they keep them here all the way to December when they're strong enough to fly back. So they're only gone for like 2 months of the year because they come in February apparently, and then they migrate back, I guess, to mate really in December. But it's just the mamas that come. Oh, it's so cool though. And just how pretty the city looks too. You can see they're going a different path than they were initially. I wonder if it was because of that big bird. Yeah, now they're going that way. Well, if we paddle down that way, we might see them a little bit more. Oh, amazing. You ready to go? Okay. So cool. And they're still going. And I'm back. And this is bad lighting. Let's move you over here. Well, that's a bit better. Hold please. I have hat head. Pardon me, I have hat head. Wow. That was incredible. Honestly, I did not know what to expect from today. I'm new to these Airbnb experiences, right? These tours. I did the first ones I've ever done. Just last weekend, if you've seen this, is like a couple videos ago when I was in New Orleans, and I had such a good time and I was blown away by them. But it's still like so new to me. It's not like I just didn't have expectations. And today was incredible. It's a very different way to see the city than like picking particular landmarks and going to museums and going to historical sites. Like that's good too. I just felt called to do something different. And I really enjoyed today. I had such a good time on the Pedicab food tour. That was so fun. And I met so many interesting people with that like group, the remote work group that came. Like that was only one person. And then with the kayaking bat tour, I was paired up. So they're double kayaks. So I was paired up with the other solo traveler in the group. And she was this amazing woman from Scotland, Roisin. I don't know if she's watching or not. I did give her my information because we swapped info. I'm definitely looking you up if I'm ever in Scotland, for sure. But she gave me lots of good tips about hiking and stuff in Scotland and where to go. It's on my bucket list. One day I will get there. But we had the best time chatting, and it was so fun to be on the river. And I really did not know what to expect with the bat thing. Like to me, I signed up for it because I was like, ooh, kayaking, river, sunset, let's go. Honestly, the sunset wasn't epic because of the, it was just really overcast. Didn't matter at all because the bats were so cool. So I don't know if you heard me, I talked a little bit about it. I mean, it was really hard to hold an oar and film at the same time. Plus I didn't like bring any of my camera gear because I am sopping wet. I am not wearing my pants right now. I took them off. But I am soaked through. And I sat on a towel to drive back to the Airbnb, and that is soaked through. That's how wet I am. We were not very skilled kayakers. I think this is like, when have I kayaked? But it was fun, and we had a lot of good laughs about our lack of steering ability and all of that. So I don't know if you could hear me, but these are, I think it's the Mexican free-tailed bat. I'm pretty sure. The Mexican free-tailed bat that migrates here. And they don't come every year. It's not the same who come every year. So it's, from my understanding, it's just the females that migrate. They don't get pregnant every year. So, but when they do come, they migrate after they have conceived, and they stay here from February until June when they give birth, usually in June. And then they raise their young here up through December when the young are old enough to fly back to the region of Mexico they're from. There's like 1 million plus of them, and they all just come out, and it's like a bat highway in the sky. We did see a couple predator birds cash out a little bit on that, so that was, you know, it's the chain of life, right? But it was just the coolest thing, and I know the video is not going to do it justice at all because you really have to be there to experience it. And there were people standing on the bridge and on the shoreline too of the river, but I think being in the kayak, or you could also do like a boat tour, that gave you such a cool perspective because you could see under the bridge where they came out. And at one point there was 3 streams of them coming out and then converging into the Bat Highway. So cool. So cool. And it was really fun to kind of like cruise the river at night too. So I would bajillion% out of 10 recommend that if you're in town and it's in season. Apparently they've been very epic lately. So really enjoyed that. But now I'm a little bit chilled because I'm damp and I think it's 9. I could go out and experience Austin nightlife, but honestly, I kind of nightlifed myself out in New Orleans. I'm not a huge, like, I like going out and having a good time when I'm in the mood. Not in the mood now. I'm cold and clammy. So I'm gonna run a bath. If you saw on the tour, there's a really nice bath. I took a bath last night and run the bath, have some hummus and vegetables and call it a night. I'm still like mostly full from the eating tour that ended many, many, many hours ago, but I think it's just some veggies and hummus and a nice warm bath and I'll be right as rain. But that's really wrapping it up. Tomorrow I am going home tomorrow, but not till later in the day. So I have most of the day here in Austin, but honestly, I have to do a lot of work. I just have a lot of preparations to do with getting myself organized and work stuff and all of that. So I'm probably not gonna film tomorrow. I will venture out. I will eat something at some point. I will share my food with you if it's interesting to share. But otherwise, this is the bulk of my Austin experience. Such a fun city, such a dynamic city. There's so much, I barely touched it. There's so much more to explore and to see and to do, and I know that, but I'm very just content with the things that I did today and got to socialize and also see the city in a couple of different ways, and that was just really awesome. Hard to beat. All right, friends, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna wrap the talking bits here, but like I said, if there's any more eating bits, I'll pop them in at the end. But otherwise, I'll be back for another epic adventure soon. And I hope you are well. Happy trails wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Stay safe out there. Have fun when you can. And stay open. Be curious. All good things. All right, friends, take very good care. Bye. I came back because I decided I needed to try the tacos from here, so I got 2. And then I got a dirty chai from Desnudo, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I did find out that the drink I had yesterday was a miso brown sugar latte. It's really good. I got migas and El Tradicional. It looks really tasty. Look at that. Beautiful latte art. Oh, looks so good. Okay, can we appreciate the cute little stickers that are on the tacos? Very, very cute. I'm excited. Okay, this is the El Tradicional, and this is the migas. And, I mean, it's so cute. I love it.